People
Are you a
just
people person?
gravitate towards
Yeah.
people. And a lot of times that person who's getting all that gravitation and ends up being a leader of a group of friends. It could be,
Yeah.
organically happens in the workplace. Self-confidence, you're right. I think that's something we should definitely dive in a little bit more, because I think right now leaders are kind of looking in the mirror and trying to figure out, am I at the right place? Am I doing the right things? Can I help my team? Right? Things are falling apart. We're losing people. So you're going to go through challenges. I think as a leader, you have to understand it's like now I think we had this analogy earlier where you're either practicing with blanks versus live fire, like in the
That's
military.
right.
And it's a
Yeah,
little
that's right.
easier, like when the economy is great and everything, it's easy, things are moving. But now when it gets real, you're like, okay, did I train for this? I think I did. You have to just commit. You make a decision and you commit and you go
Yeah.
with it. And you learn from the errors or the failures, what do you want to call it, the mistakes. You learn from it. You can't let that define you. But the difference between one leader and another is one that keeps moving forward and keeps having confidence, saying like, I know I can lead this team, I can lead this people, versus those like have self-doubt.
Yeah. The other thing too, which will sound almost contradictory, is that a leader has to be okay being alone. And I mean, at first, being alone, like going to a movie theater by yourself, you feel weird. Go into a restaurant and have dinner by yourself. And what that does is it builds your self-confidence a little bit. Oh, I can do this. Oh, it doesn't feel weird. Oh, and this is again goes back to, do you let your environment control you, or do you control your environment? And I think that one of the biggest things leaders can do is understand kind of where their weak point is and where their bending point is, and work towards getting through that. And one of them is having enough self-confidence to not only be in a group of people and lead, but be self-confident enough that you can literally be by yourself and be okay with that. Does that have anything to do with leadership? No, but it builds your self-confidence, which is critical to being a leader. When everybody there's not a whole lot of difference between sitting in a restaurant when you are the only one by yourself and pitching an idea in a conference room that nobody agrees with. It's the same thing. Your environment is essentially agnostic at best. Sterile probably is a better word. Nobody cares in a restaurant if you're by yourself, and nobody cares if you're pitching an idea that they hate, other than they hate it. So it's kind of the same thing. So you have to be able to have enough self-confidence that says, yeah, I'm going to get through dinner, just like I'm going to get through pitching this horrible idea, because I believe in myself that this is the right thing for your company, your team, your organization, whatever it is. Self-confidence is, and we've talked about this a little bit, is really a thread of being an effective and accomplished leader, is having self-confidence. I mean, how many times do we let our environment control us? Oh, this happened, so I'm in a bad mood. I mean, think of the choice you just made by doing that. I don't feel like getting up today. It's raining. Oh, the gym was packed. I didn't have a good workout. Like, it's crazy what we as humans use as justification not to do something. It's insane, actually.